Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So Natgas is doing a very strong sell-off at the moment, not unexpected. We talked about that in the previous video. Also, we reached, I believe, one of the short-term targets I gave you in the last video. So we're going to zoom in a minute. But before we do that, let's just remind ourselves what we have to, what we deal with in this wave count here. So what you can see is actually the movement of 2020. It's the 4-day chart. The view is that we moved up in a wave 1 in a 5-wave structure in a leading diagonal. So that should tell you a lot about how I see Natgas, which is quite bullish. Because if this is considered a leading diagonal in a wave 1, we consider this here as a wave 2. Yeah, and then we should move in a wave 3 quite shortly. So that would take us to very high prices. So the wave 1 topped obviously in June 22, and we are now in this ABC pattern A, B, C. Okay, the A wave is done, the B wave is done, and the C wave is currently unfolding. So let's go into the C wave. Maybe before we do that, let's just look at the target for this wave 2, because what we can do, we take the fib levels, the retracements of wave 1, yeah, and then we can look at ideal targets here. And you can see that we obviously broke already below the 50% retracement at 556. So the next ideal target would be 461, that is the 61.8% retracement, all the way down to the 78.6% retracement at $3.27. This is an ideal target range to complete this overall bear market. Also a possible long entry area. But let's zoom in to the lower level time frame, because in the last video we talked about this, that this here was probably an ABC structure in a B wave, and that we're now coming down impulsively in this C wave, in a 5-wave move. Wave 1 done, wave 2 done. I gave you a target for the third wave. This was most likely, I haven't rewatched the video, but it was most likely the 1.618 extension at $5.20. Now we have reached $5.30, so target pretty much reached. I think we should come down a bit lower. Then we would expect a wave 4 retracement and a wave 5 down. And that would fit perfectly, perfectly into this green box, because an ideal target, if I just measure the Fibonacci extensions of wave 1, an ideal target for a wave 5 is the 2.618 extension at $4.05. Sits exactly in this green box, okay? So at the moment, everything suggests we should come into this region. Told you in the previous video that an additional confirmation that we are breaking further down in a direct sell-off would be if we break below the B wave low. We did that. That was at 555. The very last confirmation is, of course, the previous swing low here at $5 basically. If we go below that, then I think we look at this sort of $4 range, maybe even lower. It is still technically possible, and I don't want to hide that scenario because it's still possible, that all of this is a larger ABC structure still. It's getting unlikely now, but just be aware of it, because this could be what I have labeled as a B wave. All of this could just be an A wave. We're currently coming down in a B, even though it's quite an impulsive sell-off, but it's possible. And then we would move up in another C wave. So basically what you have here in small, that this extends out into a larger pattern, and then we get this last sell-off. That's possible still, but the lower we go, the less likely it gets. Just be aware, if we now see a strong move to the upside, it would be this scenario, A, B, C. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm in favor of this scenario here that you see on the chart. And let's say we come down to 520, which is that 1.618 extension. Then we would expect afterwards this wave 4. And this wave 4 should not break above $6.10. This is the maximum it should do. It's the 50% retracement. If we get above that level, it is very unlikely. It's still a wave 4. And that is exactly when we have to consider this larger ABC structure. I'm always in favor of a direct sell-off because it's faster, but I don't always get what I want. So yeah, just be aware of this other scenario as well. But this should really give you a good overview of my key support, resistance areas, and validation points. Hope you liked the update of Natgas. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.